Yeah, nope, battery's dead. What is up, guys? Today is going to be just a how-to video. I'm going to show you how to diagnose the alternator very easily, or how I do it. Don't recommend it because I don't want to get sued or something if you blow your car up somehow. But anyways, this is how I do it. It's a very easy way if you got a jump pack especially. But yeah, we'll get right into the video. So conveniently for you guys, inconvenient for me, my alternator went in my Squarebody. So yeah, that's a sitting duck, but I got to replace that today, so we'll be doing that in this video as well. But first, I'm going to show you how an alternator reacts doing this test when you have a good alternator in a car, because conveniently I have a parts car over here that has a good alternator. So I'll show you how that works first, and then we'll jump over to the Squarebody. So over here we got my 1990 Civic parts car, but I'm going to hook this up. I need two hands. And just a quick, I guess, safety precaution. It doesn't matter with this because I don't have any power going to it right now, but when you're hooking up jumper cables, so to speak, or a battery in general, you always want to hook up the positive first, then the negative. A lot of people put the negative first, but that's not how you want to do it, because if you do the negative first, you can create a premature ground on the battery, which can cause an explosion. So yeah, always positive first, then your ground. So this test will also help you determine if you have a dead cell in your battery, because a lot of times when you put a jump pack on a car with a dead battery, or a battery with a dead cell in it, you won't get continuity and your car still won't start. So this will kind of eliminate the battery as a factor of your car not starting or a charging issue, because you're just running off this. So yeah, this eliminates a dead cell situation in your battery. So for this test, what you're gonna do, get your cables hooked up, turn your power on. Go in here. Probably prime it a couple times. This car's been sitting for a little bit. Started right up. And then you come over here, turn your power off. Car still runs. Yeah, that's how you know your alternator's good. And before people go in the comments telling me about the old pulling the positive cable off the battery trick, let me tell you why I prefer this way better. One, it's safer. These battery jump packs have like voltage spike resistor things and stuff like that, all that science in it. And so one, you have a less chance of zapping yourself. And two, hooking up the jump pack like this, you eliminate any problem with your battery right off the bat. So you're not going to fight an electrical issue between your alternator and your battery. So it just narrows down the problem to the alternator and safer. So that's why I do it this way. Alright, now I'll show you how a bad alternator responds to this diagnosis technique. But first I'm going to bring the Chevy in the garage because it was a pain in the butt to get started last time and it's cold out, so I just don't want to film all that because it's just annoying. But get in the garage and then I'll fire it up again for you to see the test. Alright guys, so this has been a complete waste of several hours today trying to get my Chevy started because, well, when I got it started on the jump pack the other day, it barely started. Like, it was barely cranking over. So it was doing the same thing today. Like, I couldn't get it to crank over much. And so I just went about the rabbit hole of cleaning all the grounds and stuff. I'm like, maybe something else is wrong with the truck, you know, whatever. Put the pack back on, same thing. And I've been letting it charge in between everything. Like, it's up to like 13 or 14 volts. And then I was like, you know what, let me look up online about this jump pack, and apparently there's not very good reviews on it. They're not really that great. I mean, it starts my Hondas all the time, like when I'm moving around little Hondas, but it cannot turn over that big old V8. So I got the battery out of the truck at my neighbor's house, charging on a trickle charger because I don't have one, and hopefully I can just start it up with that. But unfortunately, if I do get it started with that, I'm not going to be able to show you the technique. But basically all that happens when you to diagnose it with a jump pack is, once you get the truck started and running, you turn the switch off. If the truck dies or the cart dies, then that's how you know your alternator is bad, because it's not charging the whole system. It's just dying when the pack goes down because it's running off of the jump pack or a battery rather than the alternator. So yeah, unfortunately I can't show you that in real time because My dang jump pack is junk, apparently. Alright, just got my battery back from my neighbor, so I'm going to throw it in and hopefully the truck turns over because I really want to get this done. I absolutely hate side post batteries. I don't know who thought this was a good idea, but I hate it. Does anyone like these things? Do you like these? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. It's such a dumb design, and then like, what if you strip one of these out? Then you need a whole new battery. So, I don't know. I think it's a dumb design. Alright, if this starts, I gotta move it pretty quick, because I don't know how good the battery is. But, because I don't know if I killed the battery, because like I said, last time I drove it, I literally drove it home, and then it died. Or it just wouldn't start again after, so. Oh my gosh. Still. Maybe if I put the jump pack on top of this. So since I have the battery hooked up with a jump pack, obviously turning the jump pack off won't kill the truck because it still is pumping voltage, barely enough voltage through the battery without breaking the connection. So that's why the truck didn't shut off when I turned the jump pack off. But if you do hook it up directly and have a jump pack that can crank over an old V8 unlike mine, then as soon as you turn it off, it'll kill the truck. It's just, yeah, figures it won't work for the video, but I promise it works. 110% it works. And as I showed you, or as I'll show you, the voltage output of the alternator right now is like 11.2 volts instead of the 14.7 that it should be about in that range. So yeah, alternator shot. As you can see here, I just hooked up my voltmeter across the battery. I'm only getting 11.3 volts. You're supposed to have like 14.7. So yeah, this is definitely the alternator being shot, and my battery is probably abused from this slowly dying. So yeah, looks like I'm gonna need a new battery and an alternator after all this nonsense. Let's see if it'll start up after I kill it. Yeah, nope, battery's dead. So yeah, we'll be doing the alternator tomorrow, I guess. I love the truck, but I'm so sick of it letting me down all the time with such little miles on it. Typical Chevy. So I decided I'm gonna pull the alternator tonight. That way I can just go right to the store in the morning, get the new one, and then swap it out. And hopefully I have enough money for a battery too, but probably not. So at least I can, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we'll figure it out. This must be like the original alternator. I'd hope so, because the truck's only got 63,000 miles on it, but I just pulled the clip off and oh my gosh, the little foam thing is just dry rotted away. I've never actually pulled an alternator on a Squarebody, but pretty sure it's just 2 bolts. I think it's that bolt right there and then this guy up here. So, and then obviously the clip that I already removed. It would be different sizes, doggone it. Dude, I have like 0 standard tools either, because everything I work on is usually metric, so this is awkward. I have a set of standard wrenches and like 1 set of sockets, but it's 1/2-inch drive, so very inconvenient, but gotta do it the old school way. Plain old wrench. Alright, yeah, that loosened it right up, so ow, that hurt. Pull this belt off. And then we'll just take these bolts out all the way, and it should be free. And just a random point, some of these alternators are 1 wire and some are 2, and they have different locations. So some are 3 o'clock, some are 9 o'clock. I don't really know the difference, but if you're going to the store to get an alternator for your Squarebody, make sure you take a picture of your alternator in your truck, because all those different locations, 1 and 2 wire, because when you go to the parts store, they're not going to really know by the lookup like year and stuff which alternator you have, because they had a few, like I said, a few different ones. So that'll just save you a hassle, like which side of the alternator it's on, what wire, and blah blah blah. Just take a picture of it, then you don't go there and get the wrong part. I almost forgot about the positive wire to the back. Alright, got both those bolts out. Now it should, hopefully. Ow. It's difficult to do with one hand. Need both my hands for this one. This is a thick boy. Alright, got the alternator all out. I'm going to remove this bracket because I highly doubt the new one's going to come with this, and I don't want to forget to take it off in the morning before I exchange it, so I'll remove that and I'll see you in the morning. It's so cold out this morning, we got white walls on the Integra. Alright, got my little bracket back on the new alternator, so just drop this in. I'm not going to video it, it's literally the exact reverse process. And I was not able to get a new battery, they're like $150, so at this point I'm just praying that maybe the new alternator will have enough juice kicking into the battery that maybe it'll hold a charge for a few more days till I get paid, but I guess we'll find out, see what happens. The trickle charge didn't do anything yesterday, so we're going to find out the hard way. There it is, all back together. You gotta throw some dirt and oil on it to blend it in. Alright, let's see if it's got enough juice. Oh yeah. At least it started this time. Alright, let's see if we can get the battery charged up enough and if it'll hold a charge now. Now you can see we're at 12.8 at idle. I said before it's supposed to be 14.7. That's at like 3,000 RPM. I mistaken, or said that wrong, but yep. So we got charging. It's hard to hold them at the same time as videoing, but so now it's putting out charge, and now we'll see if the battery held the charge from our drive. Alright, moment of truth. Oh, look at that. Oh, thank God. Alright, so I don't need to buy a battery, hopefully, until Friday. Oh, such a relief. Now I just gotta finish loading the truck up because I gotta go to the dump. You can see some of the junk back there already, but yeah. If you live in Montana and you're not rich, you need a truck to like survive here, like if you live out in the country at least, because you gotta take your stuff to the dump, you gotta get firewood, like all the above. You need a pickup to like survive out here if you don't live in a city. So yeah, very stressful when your truck's down and you don't have the money to fix it. But I am very grateful that my battery's holding a charge now. So alright guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Sorry it wasn't too extravagant again this week, but I had to get that done, and I only have so much time off that I can mess with. But if you did like the video, if it helped you out, appreciate a like. Subscribe if you want to stay up to date with the builds and the projects, and follow my Instagram, Conjo_brothers, if you want to see more content on there. And as always, thank you guys for watching.